always on the go, but the day just won't be one without your Hollywood fix. Let Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast take care of that. An all-inclusive look of pop culture.
Hello and welcome to GSMC Entertainment Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. I'm your host, Cynthia, aka Sin, aka Sin LizCon, JK. That's my Instagram name. Shameless plug right there. How are you guys doing? I miss talking to you guys. A whole week away. Let's see, we are 2 days away from Christmas. I cannot believe that. The days just really fly by. And I remember people always telling me when I was younger, like the older you get, your days really just disappear like that. And I can 100% confirm that now that I'm getting older. But it's all good. It's all gravy. But Christmas did come super quick. And of course, I waited to the very last second to do all my Christmas shopping. That's what I was doing. Christmas stress shopping. That's what I'm going to say. I waited till last minute. I barely went yesterday to the mall, and just like thousands of others, maybe you as well, everyone waited till the last minute. The mall was crazy packed and parking was terrible. And I mean, it's the only person I can blame at this point is me, because I don't ever learn. Year after year, I do the same thing. Let me know in the comments if you guys are the same way, but it's okay. It's all good. I learned my lesson. I'm going to do all of my shopping next year online. So Amazon, be ready. You're going to be coming at my house a lot next year. And we're not talking about Christmas shopping, but I am in the Christmas spirit because we are a couple days away and it happens to be my favorite holiday. I love this time of year. I'm just in the jolly, positive spirit, and I hope you guys are too. And that's why I'm also pretty excited for today's episode. Every single news that I'm bringing on today's show is a happy one. No negativity on today's episode. All good, positive things for today's entertainment/celebrity news. First one being Hilary Duff and now husband, Matthew Koma get married over the weekend. And I love Hilary Duff. If you grew up watching the Lizzie McGuire movie, Disney Channel, the show, I absolutely adore her. She's one of those Disney Channel stars that didn't go down like a terrible path. Some of them, I'm not going to name who right now, but most Disney Channel stars that I grew up watching kind of took a not so light path, but that's okay. You know, everyone, each to their own. It's their own lives. And the couple announced their engagement earlier this year in May, tied the knot over the weekend in their backyard of their Beverly Hills home. So a very private event. And it was a 20-minute long ceremony, and it took place in a mid-candlelit setting just as the sun was setting. So you can only imagine how romantic that even sounds, must feel. Absolutely beautiful and intimate wedding. So it's pretty opposite from last week's episode, Diddy's 50th birthday party. Every single celebrity, A-list celebrity star was in attendance, not like Hilary Duff and Matthew Koma's wedding. Very private. The only, air quote, I guess, celebrities that were in attendance were the bride's sister / actress, Hilary Duff, Taylor Goldsman with wife Mandy Moore, and then the rest of the guests who were in attendance were close friends and family. So if we're comparing it to Diddy's 50th birthday party from last week, which I mentioned in last week's episode, totally different vibes, not a huge extravaganza, which I feel that fits Hilary Duff's personality. I follow her on social media and I watch some YouTube videos that she's featured on, and she always just very calm and she has a very simplistic vibe to her. And I'm trying not to say vibe because I just said it twice already within like 5 minutes of this show, but that really is her. So I liked how the wedding and the details in the wedding really captured Hilary Duff's style as well as Matthew Koma's. And I'll get into more of their simplistic, yet meaningful style in just a short minute. Hilary Duff posted a picture of her and now husband Matthew Koma on her Instagram with the caption, "This," period. That's that. This. And fans, including myself, were absolutely in love with her simple yet elegant dress. And I don't really want to call the dress simple because it's not simple. It's a very modern look. If you guys haven't seen her dress, it is on her Instagram account as well as her husband. And Vogue got an inside look at Hilary Duff's final wedding dress fitting. So Vogue did a whole behind the scenes interview with Hilary Duff and her stylist ahead of her LA wedding ceremony. And the dress was designed by London designer Jenny Packham, and she's known for her elegance and in her style and the minor details that she adds within her clean designs. And the wedding dress was like an ivory shade dress, not that super bright white. Yeah, that super bright white color that you normally see in wedding dresses, including my mom's. I remember seeing my mom's. Actually, she also got married at this time in December. My parents have been married for over 25 years. So I have high hopes that Hilary Duff and Matthew Koma will hit that huge milestone as well 25 years from now. But anyways, as I was going to, many dresses have that like bright white shade, and I liked how Hilary's was a toned down, not as bright ivory shade dress, and it had saddle-like shoulder pads, very structured shoulder pads, which I liked, and it featured cape-like sleeves that with a slit that runs up to the bicep area, and it forms like a beautiful train behind her. So the sleeves went all the way down, dragged to the floor, and it was just absolutely stunning. I hope I'm describing it well enough. You know, I'm trying to give y'all some imagery here. So hopefully you guys are capturing it. And also it was an open back. So from the back of her neck down to her lower back, it was an open back. So you can see her shoulders, her slim figure. And then the detail was the buttons that ran from her lower back all the way down to the train at the bottom of her dress. And I just loved how, again, I'm trying not to use the word simple, but it was just very a clean, modern look. It was not your typical big, poofy white dress. Very like a statement dress. That's what it was. A statement dress, and it absolutely fit her style. Not to mention, the dress looked extremely comfortable. Like if I were to get married, I feel that Hilary's style, her wedding style, is probably something that would align with me. I'm not big on I have a weird issue with being the center of attention. And I feel that the dress isn't too here I am, look at me, which as a bride, everyone's going to be looking at you either way. But I just loved her. I loved her dress. So elegant, so modern, totally my style, and such a statement dress. Again, absolutely loved it. And the most touching part of the design and again, all of this I'm describing, you guys can go see on YouTube, on Vogue's channel. Inside of that dress, at the very bottom of the train, inside there's a special embroidery of Hilary's and Matthew's initials, along with their kids' initials, and with the date of their wedding added on it as well. So very personalized dress. And again, I think that Jenny Packham, she did such a beautiful job in capturing her style, her sense of style, really, and adding those special touches to the dress, really making it a unique piece. And I thought it was just so sweet to add those initials to the very bottom of the dress, including the kids as well into their ceremony. So absolutely beautiful. And I want to quickly talk about Matthew's proposal, because in Vogue's interview with Hilary, she did mention and explain how Matthew proposed to her. And this, I swear, I almost got a little teary-eyed. I was like, how sweet. Love is real, you guys. And I'm also a hopeless romantic. So that's why I love weddings. I love attending them. I love hearing about people celebrating their love. So I'm all about it. So Matthew proposed to Hilary with the book. He took her, at the time they were living in New York, he took her to a park to kind of de-stress. Hilary mentioned that the day that he had proposed to her, she was feeling a little bit under the weather. She was stressed, and he decided to take her on a walk at this park in New York. And there he gave her a book. And in that book, it's all about their love story, and it's illustrated through sketches and pictures, and very like personal. I love that. I love that the proposal wasn't super extravagant. It didn't have a public, very private, and just them two, which, boyfriend, if you're listening, don't propose to me in a public open space. Again, as I mentioned, I don't like being the center of attention, so I feel like I'd be really awkward if I was proposed in an open space. I much rather prefer private, wherever the case or wherever it takes place. I feel like as long as it's you and that person, it makes it that much more special. And within that book, at the very last page, there was an illustration of an orange, and she explained that the orange, it was like cut out, and she had to lift that piece of paper, and in that piece of paper inside was the ring. Again, I'm doing the best I can to describe to you guys the book, the dress. So again, if you're not getting the imagery here, go to YouTube, look at Vogue's interview with Hilary Duff so you can get a better idea of the dress, how it came, and the proposal as well. But I just thought their whole story was beautiful. She even started crying during the interview, and I almost got emotional as well. Like I said, when you really feel somebody's love, like even through the screen, I just automatically feel touched. Like I can tell their love is genuine, their love is real, their love is pure, and that's something I hope to have in my life. So that's why I felt very connected with her story, with their love story. And also probably you guys, if you're listening, you're wondering like, what does the orange have to do? But she explained how Matthew and Hilary call each other like you're my half orange. It's actually a Latin saying, like my media naranja. So it's kind of like you're my other half. So I thought that was a really cute detail that he added in the proposal. And as I mentioned also in the beginning of this podcast, I just feel like it's so wonderful to see, you know, young childhood stars, or at least depending on what generation you grew up in, right? But my generation, if you grew up with Hilary Duff, Lizzie McGuire, that era, it's so nice to see those young childhood stars blossom into stable adults, since, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of them don't always follow the best path later on. And I truly wish Hilary and Matthew a long and happy marriage. And to end off this segment, this is what dreams are made of. That's also from the Lizzie McGuire movie. I did not make that up. And on that note, you guys, we're going to take a first quick break. And when we come back, I'm going to share with you guys Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Want to find out what movies to go see? Then check out the GSMC Movie Podcast. It's your ticket to the latest movies, whether it's a new blockbuster event, romantic, comedy, or action flick. This show has got it all covered. They talk some what to go see now, don't bother, what's hot on Netflix, and everything in between. That's GSMCpodcast.com/movie-podcast. When it's all about the movies, it has to be this new show. Don't forget to like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Visit GSMCpodcast.com for more info.
Hello and welcome back to GSMC Entertainment Podcast. We're now moving on to a new topic and my absolute favorite Christmas song, which is Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. And it must be everyone else's favorite Christmas song as well, because it is sitting right now at the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100, which is crazy because this song was released 25 years ago. And for a Christmas song, especially to revisit, not just hitting the Billboard Hot 100 chart, but hitting the #1 spot. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment. So congratulations, Mariah Carey. Hopefully you listen. I'm a fan. But as I just said, more than 2 decades ago, after its original release, Mariah Carey's classic Christmas song, she is now accompanied with a new music video, which premiered on December 19th. So she reshot a whole new music concept for this song, totally revamped it. And as I just said, this year marks the 25th anniversary of this timeless hit. And I feel like only Mariah Carey can really do this. Like, she has experienced so much success off this one song. And to think that she wrote this song in the 90s, it first debuted in 1994. And if you really listen to the song and the keys, it does not sound like a 90s song at all. It truly is a classic, timeless hit. Again, I could totally be biased here because I do love the song. I am a fan of Mariah Carey. So say what you want. She is killing it right now. And it's hard to believe that this woman is 50 years old, you guys. If you watch the latest or the new All I Want for Christmas Is You music video, oh my gosh, she looks absolutely stunning in the revamped music video. She's wearing her own version of a Santa suit. It's like this really cute skin tight body suit, but not too skin tight where it's inappropriate if your kids watch. This is definitely kid friendly. And I think that's the point of the video, for anybody to enjoy and see it. And I'm pretty sure I was Christmas shopping over the weekend, and this song was playing over and over again, especially in Macy's. I'm not sure if Mariah Carey, for that specific song, she has some type of deal with Macy's, because every time I listen to All I Want for Christmas Is You, I automatically think of Macy's, the department store I'm talking about. Let me know in the comments if you guys have that same association or correlation with the song in the store. I don't know, but I feel like every time I'm in that store, like, that song just plays. And especially when I was there over the weekend, I heard it over and over again, which is fine because I enjoyed this song. And I'm not a huge Christmas song. I love Christmas, but I'm not big on Christmas music. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I get tired of it really quick, really fast. And I really enjoy the song. It truly is timeless. I never get sick of it. And I know it's going to continue to experience tremendous success within the next 25 years. And I'll get into the future plans for this song in just a short, quick moment. And the original video for this song is the complete opposite of the newest music video she had just released. So in the new music video, it's really a whole production, and you can tell. I mean, there's like ice skating Santas, there's synchronization of extremely large candy canes, there's dance choreography, there's children dancing, and I liked the little modern touches that Mariah Carey added. Like, the children in the music video, they were hitting the whoa and then the shoot. So for those of you who don't know, you're probably like, what is that? Those are just two type of dance moves that have become highly popularized within like the last 5 years, I'd say. So look it up on YouTube. I'm sure there's many kids showing a tutorial of how to properly whoa or how to shoot. So I just liked how she really modernized the new video, but it's still, in a way, it's modern, but still classic. Like I said, like, she has done such a superb job with this piece, with this song, with the whole production of the music video. I can definitely see this music video playing, like I said, in the next 25 years and still have that modern classic feel to it. So I'm a fan. I'm a total fan. And I love this holiday. It's the holiday anthem. And when I think of Christmas, I think of Mariah Carey. And this song will never die. It's so catchy. I love the harmonies. And in addition to the newly revamped music video she just released, she also released a deluxe Christmas album titled Merry Christmas. And this is also to celebrate the 25th anniversary of this classic hit. And I was actually playing her deluxe album as I was decorating for Christmas about 3 weeks ago with my mom. And again, like, it's just her voice is so soothing. And it's so crazy that she's 50 because as you age, your voice changes, right? Like, I know for sure I definitely don't sound the same 10 years ago. And the fact that she has been able to sound the exact same, if not better, from the time, you know, she was in her 20s in the 90s to now 50 and still having the range, the vocals that she does, truly amazing. That is true talent. I'm a fan. Can y'all tell through not the vibes? Yeah, I'm about to say vibe again, you guys. I caught myself. But can you guys tell right now through the tone of my voice how juiced I am? I'm about to, especially Christmas Eve, it's tomorrow. I'm about to be playing the heck out of that song. I don't care. And according to a 2017 report from The Economist, All I Want for Christmas Is You has made more than $60 million in royalties since its release in 1994. So again, she has made more than $60 million in royalties. Can you guys see why Christmas is her favorite time of year as well? I mean, it would be my favorite time if I made a classic hit and I'm literally making money every time the holiday rolls around. I mean, that's a win-win situation for her and those companies. So she's really done an amazing thing. So in addition to the newly revamped music video she released, in addition to the deluxe album to celebrate the 25th anniversary of this timeless hit, Amazon is releasing an exclusive documentary titled Mariah Carey is Christmas. I cannot believe she has now won an Amazon, or not won, but she has earned an Amazon deal. Okay, an Amazon deal for a documentary to talk about the creation of the song and how the song came up. Like, that's crazy. And I'm sure she would have never imagined something like this either in her career, especially for one song. And the fact that she released, I'm just throwing all these, facts at you guys. And the fact that she wrote this song, I believe it was 3 to 4 years into her career. So she hasn't even been in the music industry for that long. And to take that leap, getting out of that comfort zone and writing a classic Christmas song, that's extremely challenging. And she has far exceeded everyone's expectations. I mean, not celebrities, but musicians most of the time do covers of other Christmas songs, right? But she took it a step further and she really wrote a classic, timeless hit and has gained so much success from this one song. And that's so amazing. I love it. And I love that I respect artists, musicians who write their songs a lot more than other artists who have ghostwriters. That's what you call them. Ghostwriters are people who write your lyrics for you. So the fact that she wrote this song from top to bottom, that's why I 1000% respect her even more. And another interesting little fact I wanted to throw in there for y'all. Producer and co-songwriter Walter Afansafiv. I hope I pronounce his name right. Walter Afansafiv. He produced and co-wrote All I Want for Christmas Is You with Mariah Carey. And what was shocking to me was he said that at first he didn't see much potential in the song because he believed that the song was oversimplified with the melodies and the keys were too simple. So he downplayed the song. When Mariah Carey came to Walter and they started kind of co-writing and playing with the tunes of the song, he said he didn't have a lot of hope for it. He thought it was too simple. But I believe that because it was so simple and the lyrics are applicable to any type of relationship, this song, All I Want for Christmas Is You, if you listen to the lyrics, she doesn't explicitly say like he, she, they. It's applicable to everybody. So it could be from woman to man, man to child, man to man, anything. So I think that's also why this song is such a hit, is because anybody can sing along to it. The lyrics are general and applicable to everybody. And because the melodies and the keys are so simple, that's what makes it so catchy. It's stuck in your head. It's the same kind of tone throughout the song. So it makes it hard to forget. And I think that's the genius part of that Mariah did. So I'm a fan, and I thought that was something really interesting, and I wanted to share with you guys how the producer didn't see much or didn't predict much success with the song, and he was completely wrong, and he even admits that he was wrong. There's a whole interview with Walter explaining the production of how the song came up. And on that note, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some kid celebrity news.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. Hey! The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. Whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
Hello and welcome back to GSMC Entertainment Podcast. And we're going to go on to a different subject, one that I love as well. We're going to talk about a couple of celebrity kids. First one being Stormi Lou. So for those of you who don't know, Stormi is Kylie Jenner's daughter. Now, when I logged into Twitter this morning, I saw Stormi was trending, and immediately I had to click. So I'm like, Stormi is so freaking cute. Like, if I see there's a blog post or a video and Stormi is the face of it, that's clickbait for me. Like, I'm going to click it because I want to see Stormi's cute little tiny self. So Stormi was trending this morning on Twitter. And like I said, I had to click. So I'm like, I need to see what the hype is about. Why is this little girl trending? And I saw she's trending because of a YouTube video Kylie Jenner posted this morning. So Kylie Jenner posted a YouTube vlog showing her viewers all of her at-home Christmas decorations. And at the very end of the video, she explains how Kris Jenner, which is Stormi's grandma, Kylie Jenner's mom, I hope you guys know that, Kris Jenner had a surprise for Stormi. Kris Jenner, being the rich, loving grandma that she is, gifted Stormi a 2-story life-size playhouse with a patio and a loft. And there are so many jokes and memes surrounding this, because how is it that a 2-year-old has a bigger house than I do? That's what everyone's joking, that, you know, the typical playhouse that most of us probably grew up in, I mean, they're like 2 feet tall, right? And only your Barbie dolls fit in there. But this is a legit, it's like a shed, actually. That's the best size I could describe it to you guys. It's like a shed and 2 stories with a bed, a kitchen, cute little furniture. And I'm going to read to you guys some of the jokes, memes that I found funny when I was going through Twitter. So one person said, Stormi's playhouse has wood floors while my actual apartment has carpet. Another one goes, Stormi's playhouse is bigger than the average London flat. Now, I've never been to London, but I can only imagine how expensive London is and the price you have to pay to like live in an attic. Probably similar to living in New York. And another one goes, where is it? Oh, that they were also saying how Stormi got a 2-year-old got a 2-story playhouse, and for Christmas I got nothing. And there was like a picture of coal. It's probably, again, you have to go see it. I'm probably not describing it as well as I can. So you guys are probably like, what? But this playhouse is super, super cute. And not only was this a grand, rich gesture from Grandma Kris Jenner, but it was also a very heartfelt and thoughtful gift. I mean, of course, us average people, we're looking at the gift like, why does a 2-year-old need this gigantic playhouse? Like, how spoiled is she? Yada, yada, yada. But one thing you can't deny is that Kris Jenner, I mean, I watch the show sometimes, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, so I see how giving she is to her kids. Like, she really is all about her kids, and she's super loving and all about family, and that's all what I'm about. And I just thought the gesture, this grand gesture, was super heartwarming and thoughtful, because the playhouse that Stormi received is actually the same playhouse that Kylie grew up in when she was Stormi's age. And Kris got really emotional and sentimental, and she started crying during Kylie's vlog. And she said that she wants Kylie to create those same beautiful memories with her daughter. So there's a lot more to the gift than just, it's a huge 2-story playhouse for a 2-year-old. I mean, there's meaning behind the gift, and I just thought it was super sweet. And I love the relationship that Kylie has with her mom. They're besties, and that's how I am with my mom, and that's how I'm able to connect, with their relationship. So say what you want about the family, but one thing you cannot deny is that they're all about family. They're all about love, and you can't deny that's a beautiful thing. And I'm joking here, but you can definitely tell which child is the favorite one, right? Because out of all of Kris Jenner's kids, why is she gifting the biggest playhouse to Stormi? No, I'm kidding. She did say that Kylie grew up in that playhouse, and I'm assuming Kendall Jenner probably did as well, but Kendall doesn't have any kids, so who else is she going to gift that playhouse to? So just to put out there, very cute. Stormi's playhouse. Go look at Kylie Jenner's vlog if you want to get more detail about this grand gesture. Now, moving on, we're going to move on to another celebrity kid here. 50 Cent rented out an entire Toys R Us store for his 7-year-old son, Sire. Can you imagine your parent, guardian, grandma, grandpa, auntie, uncle, whatever, renting out an entire store for you? That's insane. I mean, I don't really care to be a celebrity or anything of that, but that type of money, that's crazy. I can't even imagine how much money he put down just to rent out the store, and he only rented it out for 2 hours. Actually, I can't imagine because I have it here in my notes. I'm lying to you guys. So I do know how much he paid to rent out the entire store. So the rapper made this Christmas extra special for his 7-year-old son, Sire, by treating him to a private shopping spree at the toy store. And I was confused because I thought Toys R Us went bankrupt. Didn't you guys hear that story too? No? Yes? Let me know in the comments again. Maybe I'm just super delayed with this news. So I was reading that Toys R Us, there's only 2 stores in the U.S. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the one that they rented out was the one in Georgia. Not 100% sure exactly which location. I just know in Georgia, that's the Toys R Us that 50 Cent decided to rent out. And apparently earlier this month, Sire asked for the whole store, and his wish came true. So Santa did give him what he asked for Christmas. And when they walked in, there was a logo with his son's picture saying Sire's Toys R Us, which I thought was really cute. So it's Sire and then the Toys R Us logo on there. It was displayed on the floor and on the wall. And I just thought it was so cute. I mean, I don't think I could ever do that for my future child because I don't know if I'm going to have that type of money, to splurge like that. But I mean, hey, if you have the money, if you're a celebrity, and go do it. I know as a parent, you're going to do whatever it takes to see a smile plastered on your child's face. So definitely not judging here. And even the child, Sire, he was in utter disbelief that his dad was actually able to pull this off. And nonetheless, Sire was extremely happy. He was a happy little boy, and you can tell by the huge smile that was on his face. His mom, Daphne Joy, also joined them, and she was recording, taking pictures. So it was a very cute moment, and Sire was able to pick out as many toys, any toys that he wanted from the store. That's like every kid's dream, am I right? Going into a toy store and your parent goes, buy whatever you want, grab whatever you can, and we're taking it home. Like, that's every kid's dream come true. That's amazing. And now I'm going to share with y'all how much 50 Cent actually dropped to rent out the whole store. And he spent around $100,000 to close out the store for 2 hours for his son. That's amazing. That's great. If I have that money, I would do the exact same thing for my future kid. But I don't. So my future kid's going to have to just be okay with one toy, maybe 2 toys. But again, Christmas is not about the gifts, right? I know Stormy got a huge 2-story playhouse, and now 50 Cent's son, Sire, got an extravagant gift of getting any toy from the toy store and having a private shopping spree. I know that's not realistic for most of us, and we have to remember that Christmas is about spending time with your loved ones, and it's not about the gifts. And the little ones hopefully will catch on to that as they age and grow older. And on that note, you guys, that's going to conclude today's GSMC Entertainment episode. If you like today's podcast, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. And catch me here for the last episode, the last entertainment episode of 2019. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Like I said, time is just flying by. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's episode. And don't forget to leave me some nice comments so I can reply and engage with you guys. And I wish you all a healthy, a happy, Merry Christmas.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast, part of the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Just type in GSMC to find all the shows from the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network, from movies to music, from sports to entertainment, and even weird news. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's program.